child. Brother John Gibson here, he did his domestic, you know, it is domestic violence month. I actually wrote this speech about a year ago. It actually started out as a skit for a friend of mine who was doing a project for domestic violence month. And as I was writing the skit, I was writing off something he had written. And it was just like amazing. It was like the poem he was writing is kind of like along that same vein. But as I was writing, like all my shit started coming out. And I bet if they took a survey, 90% of these cats out here putting their hands on women, beating them, maiming them, killing them, they probably watched their own father or another man do it to their mother. And I think as an impressionable young child, you got to deal with it in two ways. You either internalize it and you say this is the way a man is supposed to behave, and I got the right to treat a woman like this, or you totally reject it. And, it's everything's in the poem. This is Break the Cycle. Ain't it sad what some will do or go through, all in the name of love? And tell me, why is it that the evil monsters always wind up with those kind-hearted dogs? At first it started with some yelling, a couple mushes in the shop. Pretty soon he was hitting her so much and so hard, she wished he at least put on boxing gloves. Still green to the street ways, so it was easy to fuck with her head. Still too smart and too spirited, so he had to take her down a few pegs. Now he beats her until she folds up, submits, and begs, and even got her thinking it's her fault. He keeps going back upside her head. She put up with all the beatings, hoping one day to be wed, but all she ever gets is more bruises and humiliation instead. He says, keep your mouth closed, open your fucking legs, disrespect me or try to leave, your ass gonna wind up dead. So surviving this crazy Negro has become her one and only goal. So occasional punching bag has officially become one of her roles. Now she pill popping and geeking, putting that stuff up her nose, but not to numb the blows to her face, the ones to her soul. Baby girl looks like Alice going down the wrong rabbit hole. It's just a matter of time before she's pregnant on a track or somebody pole. She figures she's growing on her own, so she stays out on that stroll, but she's just as scared this guy at PK, confusing love with control. But why I'm telling you this story for? I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. 9 times out of 10 probably sound like somebody you already know. It very well be someone in your row listening to my flow and deny their situation because the bruises and scars don't show. But I can look in your eyes past the skies. I see the pain and woe. How you desperately want to leave and change the status quo, but you're trapped and you're feeling like you ain't got nowhere else you can go. Tortured by a wannabe pimp nigga calling you a bitch and a hoe. Now I ain't psychic or clairvoyant. There's one thing I do know. He lying to you when he's saying he ain't gonna do it no more. Wanna ask me how I know? This ain't my first rodeo. You couldn't imagine the bullshit I done lived through just in order to grow. I don't even have the words, so I'm gonna paint it with a motion picture. Let's just say I joined the Navy with no issues than Antoine Fisher. So trust me when I'm telling you, you far from being alone. The one that catch hell as a kid, the one that catch or give out more when they grow. My pops treated me worse than Joe Jackson did Michael. I'm just blessed as a man, and with my child, I was able to break that cycle. You see, I'm a grown man, but I didn't see too much domestic drama. I can't count all the ass whoopings I done took just trying to protect my mama. I ain't talking about the extra torture after she gone to work or left. Hell, I got beat more for having audacity of just trying to fucking help. And I ain't talking about with no belts, no open hands, or no switch. I'm talking stitching cords and balls, right and left with his fist. Yelling and telling me, little nigga, be glad I let you fucking exist. She might be your mama, but she always gonna be my bitch. He mad at the white man's world for not treating you right. So when he get to the house, he geeked up on that gate and he ready to fucking fight. The people who care for him the most, and we treated him like he was legal. I call it worse than my mom, because back then, beating your kids was legal. Have you ever had to live knowing that someone had a bad day, they was coming to take it out on you? So you got to hope and pray they have a good one, so you have a chance of having one too? Whatever fire reason come get you, no matter what the fuck you do, the only way to avoid their wrath is stay out of their path and their view. Now a 10-year-old to you contemplating suicide, they say, ah, that's how it is when you're more afraid of facing your father than God. That's why I never hit a woman. And I know this because I'd rather walk away or be punked than ever be anything like he was. Right this second.